If you don't know how to control your emotion, someone else will control it and will use against you. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today in this video I want to talk about stop getting hacked by your emotion. This emotion is nothing but a act that you do out of maybe anger or sadness or happiness. Now before going to our main point, the 3 points, let's understand emotion through evolution. So how did it develop? It developed when we were hunting gathering society. What happened at that time? When people went for hunting, it was necessary to develop an emotion. Let's say there was ferocious animal and one of the group member were attacked. If other group member didn't show any sympathy for that person, it would have gone a wrong message among the group that one day I will die like that. One day it could be my turn. This would have been gone as a message. So it was necessary to have a bonding, emotional bonding. So whenever a good member was attacked, it was necessary the other member should help him or her. So that's how our emotion evolved over the years, and this is why emotion is necessary. This is also seen that mother saving her child. There's a place called Bagmara. It's a Assamese word. It's loosely translated to killing of tiger. And in our place, a little bit far away from where I stay right now. So what happened is that one of the mother, she was doing some domestic work. Out of nowhere, leopard came inside her house. So her mother, her child was a little far away from her. To save her child, she killed that leopard. You can see the strong emotion connection towards her child. That leads to killing of the tiger, or to say, leopard. So this is how our emotion works. Leopard will definitely be stronger for in terms of weight and then energy, strength. She managed to do out of because if she would have used a conscious mind, it will not be difficult to kill the tiger, because it was took over by the unconscious mind, which is emotion trigger her body, and which lead to the killing of the tiger. We have also seen in a recent case that mother killing she fought with the tiger to save her child. She was badly injured, but she managed to kill the tiger. So that's how our emotion works. That's how we know about the emotion. So let's understand these points. The first one is awareness. A lot of time it is seen that people are being manipulated by using their emotion. So when you are aware of your emotion, then it becomes much easier to control. Because let's say if you are eating something that's harming you, if you're not aware, you definitely end up being sick. And let's say if I take a 7 cup of coffee every single day, I don't know that having too much coffee, having too much sugar can end up killing my system or killing my body, myself. So it is necessary that I know that this can having too much sugar or coffee is not good for my health. I should, how will I know? I should be aware of it, that this activity can lead to this result. That is why you need to be aware of it. Why am I angry? You should know aware of it. Because if you become constantly angry, frustrated, it can ruin your career, your relationship with people, your relationship with your co-workers. Everywhere people will start to, this guy is not good, you should avoid that guy, you should stay away from that. Because if you constantly get angry, it will be difficult to, you will have your own difficult life, people will stay away from you. How do you know that how do you gonna know that people will? You might think that, or like, I'm angry because of this reason, what they will not understand. But once you get become aware of it, because I'm angry, so people will stay away from me. Then you can start to think about the solution, because this is what happens, that I've seen my own life, that when I thinking, having these negative thoughts, that this cannot work. So what I'm doing is blocking the energy. I'm blocking the way that the possibilities, and once the possibility get blocked, then the result will not come out the way I want, or the result might not come out. So when you are aware of your emotion, you can better manage it, you can better do it, you can work on it with improving it. Let's take the example of cycle. When at earlier days, when there was not pedal, so the founder, what he did was, cycle was just, he would put the leg on the other side, on the right side leg on the other side, left side leg on the other side. So it was like he was just running. He was not able to pedal it. You're literally learning running. So this is how cycle used to be in earlier days. But the founder became aware that who will gonna buy this cycle, or who gonna this is impossible, because you are just running. You are just you will feel tired one of a time. So what they thought, this founder thought about, let's make a pedal that you circle the leg like this, and it will start moving by itself. That's how he became aware. If you are not aware of that thing, that it will not work. If the cycle idea of cycle would have vanished. So let's go to our second point, replacing the thoughts. So so it is very necessary that you replace your thought. A lot of times what happens is that we keep thinking negative. Whatever we begin to see negative everywhere. When we replace the negative thought with positive thoughts, negative thoughts die by itself. So it is necessary that we have this habit of cultivating, replacing these thoughts with better thoughts, with negative thoughts with better thoughts, with negative feeling with positive feeling. So let's say you become angry with certain things, and you replace that anger with positive activity. Once you get frustrated, you change this positive thinking. Like once you became you have let's say you are worrying about that you might die tomorrow. So you start to change negative thinking. What if I live tomorrow? What if I live another 10 years from now? What if I never die? You start to believe that, you start to kill the negative thinking by replacing that thought. You can start to change the emotion, negative emotion, positive emotion. Once you start to change the negative emotion, positive, you start to see that then positive emotion happening in your life. I know it will not be easy at the first, but once you keep doing it, you begin to see the result slowly. Third one, very important one, think about the end result. So you need to think about the end result, because we do certain things out of emotion. Because as I said earlier in the video, that our emotion is an act of unconscious mind. So you're not conscious about what you're doing. I can hit someone out of anger, and I may regret later that I hit someone because of out of anger. I did it for emotion, out of emotion. Now, at that time, it might seem like a great work that I've done, because I feel anger. I slapped that guy. I said, scolded the guy. But you're not thinking about the end result. When you think about the end result, if I do this out of emotion, I may end up there. So now you are becoming aware of your thoughts. Now you are becoming like, oh, if I do this, this might happen to me. So you need to think about the end result. Always think about the result. Whatever you're doing when your emotion is trying to drag you from negative to any event, think about it. Is it good for me? A lot of times people's emotions are like a driver. If you are in a bus, driver can drive the bus the way he wants, not the way you want. He can put a break anytime. You cannot scold them. Like you suppose, let's say you are playing a video game in your cell phone, and suddenly the driver hit the brake, and you just lean forward, and you start getting angry at that person. He did what he had to do. Maybe maybe someone came across the road, or maybe the cat crossed the road. Maybe anything. It could be anything. Because of, you cannot get angry. So most of the time, this is what happens. People blame others for their own fault. I don't know, especially hit someone and like, that was his fault. That's why he hit that guy or her like that. You are not control of your emotion. You are in a passenger. Most of the people's emotion, they are passenger of their. They are not in control of their emotion. That is why others use their emotion for their advantage. If I'm not control of my emotion, someone will control my emotion. This surrounded, this event that is going on will control my emotion. If I'm not controlling my emotion, that's the point. That's one thing, that think about the end result. If I'm not controlling my emotion, if someone else control, what will happen? You know, I love drinking tea. If I'm not controlling my emotion, I may end up, getting and destroying my system, my health might deteriorate. So I need to think about the end result. If I keep taking this high content food with sugar, what will happen to me? That's the point. I hope this video will help you. As always, thank you so much for watching. I will see you.